Hello. Welcome back to Beholdle. It's an exciting day because we're at a 2 streak. This could be the day. This could be the one where we hit the 3 streak for the first time ever. We're gonna fail. I'm already aware that I'm just gonna fucking fail. So let's just go in. We're gonna start with the usual. We're gonna start with the huge water elemental, which is my favorite starter. If you've been watching the videos, you know this. You know this is how I start this game. Because the very first thing you need to do is get some information. And this is the information that we have. We know the CR is CR8. So that is good. We know that our environment is most likely any something. There are 1 or 2 entries where it's like warm any, cold any, but usually a yellow on the any here is at the front. And usually if we've got any at the front, your classic any's are any land, any underground, any aquatic. Again, there's some outliers, but we're going to lean towards any land, any underground, any aquatic, something along those lines. I would say that this suggests we're not planar. I feel like we're probably looking at something on the material plane. CR8, less than huge. Aligned on both axes. Probably not an NPC. Just because of having that environment, most NPCs would be any. There could be some exceptions. If it's an aquatic NPC, like a Kuatoa, for example. In fact, we could hit a Kuatoa and test that out. I don't hate that. Just as an opener. It might tell us if we're dealing with an aquatic creature or not. I like to rule out any aquatic just because it's such an obvious go-to when you've got this first any. Helping us narrow that down is probably a good idea. And at CR8, we're not looking at the basics here. We're looking like a named cleric. Let's go for a named cleric. Okay. Good info. Oh, really? He's set to any anyway. We know they're on the material plane. We know we're not aquatic. We know we're medium. We're not chaotic evil, so we're lawful good. Boom. Okay, good info. So we're lawful good. Lawful good. There is a slim chance it is an NPC then with any land or any city terrain. First thought is we hit some sort of guard from Cityscape. We've seen that come up before. It'll tell us if we're dealing with a humanoid. It'll tell us if we're dealing with no subtype. Something like a city guard veteran. It's not any city. Not a humanoid. We're clear on subtype. Okay. Good to know. Medium. Lawful good. CR8. I feel like that's too high a CR to be a dragon. Man, this is going to be a hard one. Could be a magical beast. The first thought is which of the sphinxes are good aligned? Do they have their things set to any desert? Or are they fixed to warm desert? Is this in the MM1 though? That's my other worry. Okay, we're not dealing with a magical beast anyway. Oh my god, this is a hard one. I don't think I don't think we're hitting that 3 streak today. This is tricksy. This is very tricksy. Well, I mean, let's start crossing off what we know. Okay, that's always a good idea to just try and work through the information we know we have. There's a part of me that's wondering if this is some sort of. It's too small to be a giant, though. So it's not. It's not going to be an aberration. Not if it's lawful good. It's not going to be an animal. It's probably not a construct. Dragon, I can't see it being CR8. If it's medium dragon, it would be lower CR or higher size. That said, it's not impossible. I don't know that much about the OA dragons. There's a slim chance, but it's got no subtype, and dragons usually have a subtype. Elementals are usually neutral. Could be a Fae. Could be a Fae, but if so, I don't know what sort of Fae it would be. It's definitely not going to be like an ooze. Could be an outsider, but slim chance with it having material set as its home plane. Unlikely to be a plant. Probably not an undead, but not impossible. In fact, I'm also ruling out vermin. What CR is the Necropolitan? Oh, they're neutral anyway. Jesus, okay. I was way off. But we can cross off undead. It's going to be a Fae then, right? It's going to be some sort of weird-ass Fae. What are some lawful good Fae? I do not know. What are some lawful good Fae? What's a good Fae? A good, like... I don't think there's anything too nature-based, because, like, Dryads are not... I feel like they're neutral. Plus, they'd be from the MM1. Oh no, this is a disaster. I'm not good with Fae. Like, I don't use them that often just because they're harder to work into a campaign a lot of the time, unless you're going for like a Fae heavy campaign. They're often such outliers. It's medium, so it's not like something like a pixie or a fairy or anything. If it is a Fae, it would have to be like standard humanoid size. Something good. What is a good Fae? And you would think, like, if it's a fae, it would probably be any forest, right? We're CR8, so something you could feasibly meet in tier 2. Like, CR8 is like the kind of level, that a Medusa is pitched at, right? I think a Medusa is CR9. So you're looking for, like, the opposite end of that. Man, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Thinking we've had, like, the Warden of the Wood of Fae that we've had before. That was a humanoid. What was the in Warder? Was that a Fae? That was a plant. Fuck my life. I'm so bad with this. Oh no. It's gonna be a disaster. Oh my god. What was the fucking... I'm sure we had a Fae before. Was it the Woad, or was the Woad a plant? Fucking... That is a plant as well. Oh man. And it's not forest, so it's underground. It is any underground. Lawful good lives underground. What the hell? What is lawful good and lives underground? Like a fucking womble. Do wombles live underground? I feel like they do. Oh my god, something underground that's good. Like usually underground stuff is bad. It's full of aberrations down there. Something that would be lawful good underground that isn't humanoid as well. That's the weird part. You get many Fae underground? What the hell's what else would it be? We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble here. There's no way we're making it to that 3 streak. Shit. What is this? What is this huge fucking gap in my knowledge? Lawful good that lives underground. It's either something obscure or I'm missing something super fucking obvious. Trying desperate to think of like just any underground shit that isn't, the usual humanoids or aberrations that live in the Underdark. What if it is a dragon? Which dragons are subterranean? There's a slim chance, isn't there? We probably can't rule it out entirely. Do the brown dragons live underground? Are the brown dragons lawful good? For CR8, so usually dragons start like tiny or small for a wormling, right? And then they either stay that category or step up one for the next stage. And they tend to start around CR3 or 4. Like, we would be going for very young or young. Definitely not a dragon. Okay. Lawful good. A underground. We've danced through a bunch of books and haven't hit anything. Hmm. There's a lot of subterranean creatures in Underdark, the book Underdark. I don't recall what was or wasn't lawful good. And especially like I say, the not having the hit on the type is wild. Kind of has to be a Fae, but I'm stumped. I'm genuinely stumped. It's a tricky one. Usually, I've got some ideas. Like, you know, it's not usually such a dead block like this. It's usually a bit more. You know, there's options. We can dig around, find some information. This is really, really not something I know at all. Unless we're going to hit it, and then I'm going to be like, "Oh my god, how did I forget that that even existed? It was blatantly that the whole time." What lives underground, man? And it's lawful good. It's lawful good and it's not a humanoid race. Surely there aren't any lawful good aberrations. Okay. Man, the only thing I can think of trying. No, because they would be. Hmm. And when you think underground, you think of all the evil races, like the Drow, the Duergar, the Svirfneblin. We know we ruled all of those out. Lawful good. Many weird paladins. No, those are all fairly straightforward paladins. None of those would be hanging around in the Underdark. Hmm. Weird cleric? I don't remember what the Sochar are, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. Well, I'm out of ideas. I'm out of ideas, so I'm just going to guess. I'm not winning. No, Orange, I'm not winning, not by a long chalk. I'm on my last guess. I figured out we're looking for something lawful good that lives underground. Medium size, CR8, presumably a Fae, but I can't even nail the type down, and we've got one guess left. I'm literally about to give in. I can't. There's nothing coming to mind. Nothing coming to mind. Any underground and lawful good is just messing with my brain. I can't think of anything subterranean that fits those criteria. Did you get it out of interest? Or was it a crash out for you as well? Haha, no. It is pretty obscure, then I take it. Jeez. Like the only type I'm circling around that I think it could be is Fae, but I can't think of a lawful good subterranean Fae. And it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to think of like a Fae that would like help you underground. Something that would help you if you're lost or serve as some sort of guide. Either that or a humanoid that's got an inherited template. But in terms of inherited templates for humanoids, it's a pretty wide net. I don't know what it would template you into because we've already hit so many types. You haven't heard of a lawful fate? I know, right? That's the weird part. What else would it be? I reckon it's something weird from the FRCS, but it's gotta be like Faerun specific, right? It's gotta be FRCS or Underdark. I'm out of ideas. I'm like, yeah. But even that would imply chaos. What the hell? Lawful good like implies hierarchy and structure and shit like that. Just like your lawful evil underdark is mind flayers, right? It's the illithid. So like what's the opposite of the illithid? What is as organized as the illithid, but good aligned? Okay, I give up. I'm just gonna tap something in and see what happens. I'm just gonna let's go for something that begins to H O H-O-P. A hopping vampire. The fuck is a hopping vampire? What the hell? What is this? Can you imagine if that's what it is? I'm guessing it just for fun. Fuck it. Oh, it's from OA. That makes sense. What the fuck was it? The Crypt Warden. It's a deathless. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, Book of Exalted Deeds. Oh, shit. I didn't even think of the deathless. I didn't even think of the deathless. Why did I not? I guess because you just think of undead, don't you? It was a fucking deathless. Oh my god, let me get the BOED. Oh god, that was really wedged into my shelf. What page? 167. Fucking deathless, man. I just don't think of them as being good. Wow. I mean, it's just a skeleton, basically. It's just a fucking humanoid skeleton. That is annoying as hell. I hate that so much. Well. What have we learned? Let me have a little look. Does it have a note about the deathless in here? Because this is, I think, possibly the only appearance of the deathless type. You don't really see it crop up anywhere else. Trying to find out where the here we go. They generally like good. So they're basically undead tied to the positive energy plane rather than the negative energy plane. And you can't heal them to death like you can with regular undead. Well, they're not necessarily linked to. They're not necessarily linked to a specific alignment. But they are kind of presented with that sort of theory in mind. Like they work backwards for clerics. Wild. Well, there we go. You suspected the type after guess 4 since I've seen it once, but I know nothing about the category. So I just poked some paladins. Yeah, I had a little dip into paladin territory as well. Whereas like it's undead, but undead inherently evil, so we need to make a brain. So that's literally what happened. Yes, the Deathless is exactly that. Like, can we have undead that aren't bad? You know, and it kind of makes sense, I guess. I don't know why undead have to just be bad. Why can't we just use the undead type and have them with different alignments? But the idea is that they're like, you know, ancestor spirits rather than necromantic zombies. But hey ho, it is what it is. Well, that was wild. Let's see if Thunder got it. I bet he did. Let's have a look. He did. He actually... Oh, no, he didn't. No, he's out of guesses. Oh, no, that's you. I'm looking at you. You went from Null, Dire Barracuda. Wow, that's wild. Paladins, Vampires, Radiant Guardian. That's a good one. Stained Glass Golem. Battle Dragon. And the Holy Watcher. Interesting. That was a good spread. Thunder says he didn't get it. Wouldn't have got it outside of a super lucky guess anyway. Yeah, it is a pretty obscure one, I think. I definitely would not have got there. That means the streak has reset. We're never going to get that 3 streak. The first person to get that is going to be, like, King of Beholdle. You realise that? Or has someone already got it and I just haven't been paying attention? Oh, you have. You have a max streak of 3. Oh, my God. Amazing. So you're currently the streak leader, I think. That's impressive work. That is really impressive work. Congratulations. First game next week was the orc with the glitch, yeah. Okay. I mean, we'll let you have it. It still counts. It's not your fault it bugged out. You know. Oh, so the pressure is on for us to get to streak 4 then, I guess. As if that's ever going to happen. It's going to take some real skill to get to streak 4. Or just some pure dumb luck. Right, I'm going to head off. I need to go eat, and then I'll be back around 6 o'clock. Probably doing some Tomb Raider, because I think I'm the only one around tonight. So we're going to probably do some secret hunting or some challenge mode in Tomb Raider. I haven't decided yet, one or the other. Right, GG. I will see you in about an hour and a half. Bye-bye.